All right, friends, we're going to look at another Wit and Wisdom lesson today. Thank you for tuning in this week and checking out all of our other lessons. Remember, we are on Module 4 right now, which is the continents and what makes the world fascinating. And our definition of fascinating is extremely interesting. And we've learned some extremely interesting things about Europe and Asia this week. We're going to zoom in today on our focusing question. What interesting things can people do in Europe and Asia? Yesterday, we looked at the interesting things that people can do in Europe a lot more closely. Today, we're going to do the same thing with our book on Asia by Rebecca Hirsch. They're both by the same author. And remember yesterday when we looked at Europe, we used some text features. And that helped us find the interesting things that people could do in Europe. Remember, text features, friends, are special parts of a book to focus our attention on important information. We use the captions, which is a sentence underneath a photograph, such as this one in the book on Europe. And this caption gives us more information about this text feature, the photograph. We also used our headings, which tells us what each section of the book is going to be about. And we use repeated words. Remember, in our Europe text, we heard the word people over and over again. So we're going to use these same text features, captions, repeated words, photographs, and headings, in our new book, Asia, to figure out what interesting things that people can do there. Let's read together. Asia by Rebecca Hirsch. Welcome to Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It has more than 40 countries. And I'm going to look closely at this caption. It says the Great Wall of China is in Asia. Okay, so that tells me what this picture is called or what is in this photograph, but it doesn't tell me about the interesting things that people do there. I really have to zoom in on the picture. Look at how crowded the Great Wall of China is. It must be a very interesting place to be. So I know the people that visit Asia can do this interesting thing or visit and climb on this Great Wall of China. So the photograph helped me understand that key detail. The largest pieces of land on Earth are continents. There are 7. Asia is the yellow continent on this map. People of Asia. Ding, ding, ding. I'm excited. The heading told me that we're going to learn more about the people and what they do in Asia. Most of the world's people live in Asia. Some live in busy cities. And the caption tells me people shop at a street market in Mumbai, India. Friends, I heard the repeated word, people, people, people. I know the author really wants me to understand that these pages are about the people of Asia and the things that they do. Many people work in modern factories. Most of the world's computer parts are made in Asia. And I'm looking here at my caption. It says, workers build computer parts. Well, workers is another name for the people in the text. So I know that's another interesting thing that people do in Asia. Other people live in villages. They grow rice on farms. Most of the world's rice is from Asia. And here the caption tells us that this is women cleaning rice. It looks like women with their children there. So cute. So that's another interesting thing that the people do in Asia. Wild weather. That heading didn't tell me anything about the people there. Let's read on to see if we can find any more information about the interesting thing that the people do there. Asia has monsoons. These are strong winds. In summer, monsoons bring heavy rains. Monsoon rains in Indonesia here. But I'm looking closely at my photograph. What do I see? Children. They're people. And so I know something interesting that they do is run through the monsoon rains. And if I look really closely at their faces, I know that they are smiling. It looks like a happy time. Some parts of Asia have cold, snowy winters. And here's a snowy day in Japan. Well, I haven't heard the word people. If I look closely at this text feature, this photograph, I can see a lot of people on this bridge. They must enjoy walking in the snow there. Amazing animals. Asia has lots of rare animals. Giant pandas live in Asia. Their favorite food is bamboo. Here's a giant panda eating bamboo. Bengal tigers live in Asia's forest. Tigers are good hunters and like to swim. Here's a Bengal tiger. Wild places. Asia has forests. Some have many trees. Other forests grow bamboo plants. Bamboo plants are tall. Asia has deserts. The Gobi Desert is dry. Wind blows the sand and makes dunes. And here's camels on the Gobi Desert. So in the last 4 pages, I didn't see any people in the photographs. There was no mention of people in the captions, and there was no repeated word people in the headings or the rest of the text in these last 4 pages. So I know that the author in this section of the book isn't talking to us or giving us more key details about the interesting things that the people do there. This is about the animals and the types of land. Mount Everest is in Asia. It is the tallest mountain on Earth. It is one of the many things that make Asia such a unique continent. Mount Everest is windy and cold. Finally, look at this modern marvel. The Burj Khalifa in Asia is the world's tallest building. It has 160 floors. The building took almost 6 years to build. It is made of steel, concrete, and glass. Some people live in the Burj Khalifa. Others work in the offices. So I heard that people live and work in this tall, tall building. And finally, my favorite page of the book. Meet a Komodo dragon. Komodo dragons are the biggest lizards in the world. They use their tongues to smell. They can use their claws to climb trees. Komodo dragons live on islands in Asia. So a really interesting page, but not really helping us with our focusing question, which was what interesting things people do in Asia. So as a review, friends, we used our text features, photographs, repeated words, headings, and captions to help us capture all the interesting things that people can do in Asia. So I made our T-chart, and yesterday we worked on Europe. Today we worked on Asia. Tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about the comparison between the two. We learned from those text features that in Asia, you can visit the Great Wall, you can shop at street markets, you can work in factories, build computer parts, grow and clean rice, run in a monsoon, that looked like fun, or walk in the snow, or live in the Burj Khalifa, or even work there. I hope you learned something interesting about the things that people can do in Asia. Thank you for watching. Bye.